didn't get books for the first 30 days.
Yeah.
There was nothing to do with it for 30 days. But
so did you have days that were actually like torture? Like I'm so bored that I just don't even know how I'm going to make it through it.
I wanted to quit the first 10 days because I went normally in prison. When you go, you're at least getting a book.
Yeah.
There was nothing to do. We spent the first 2 days talking to each other. Then one thing that happened was we made the chessboard. And then we stole the chess pieces outside that came with the rec yard. So we had real chess pieces, but we were using like water or caps or gummies or vitamins or whatever for the chess pieces. But other than that, we had nothing to do. It sucked.
It would have killed me because I've never really got super serious into chess. I know how to play, but I never got serious with it. But as soon as we played a couple games, I would just know there is actual knowledge out there of how to play chess, and it would kill me to not be able to go look shit up and start to get better at it, you know?
Yeah, the guards actually would tell us like some of the rules, like about a stalemate and stuff. But we played chess for hours. That got us through. Okay. And then once I got the books, because when I started smuggling it, I would read a whole book a day. Yeah. Like a whole book. That got me through the last 70 days.
But so were you doing anything to hide the fact that you were reading?
Yeah. So the first week, they didn't show this in the video, but we made like little huts. So Lenny went into the back. And I think it was in the video where he showed like he was in the back reading, but he went to the back where there's no cameras by the showers or the bathroom. And then I lifted up my bed a little bit with the weights from outside and put a drape down. So I could be under the bed, sitting under there. I put my mattress on the floor under the bed, and I was draped, and I'm just sitting there reading at a little light from the sun. Wow. And I would read there. But the guards knew, like the staff knew what I was doing, but they're not let it run with it. Yeah. They don't want to stop that, you know. And then eventually, because nothing happened, so on day 40, Jimmy isn't there because he sends the boys to come for commissary, and he was out filming somewhere else. So we're like, oh, they didn't say anything about the book, so it must be okay. So we just started reading out in the open. Then day 50 comes around, he shows us the footage, all the smuggling footage, and that's when he does the visit thing.
Damn. So would you say that on a monetary level, was it worth it?
100%.
You walked away with what, like 200 grand?
I got 240. Okay. I paid 150 grand of my restitution out of that.
Wow.
So that was a huge chunk. I only did it for my restitution. Like I said that in the casting thing, like I wanted to go for the full 500, you know, if that was an opportunity.
That was what I was thinking when I was watching it too. And I don't know if you're on the same page as me, but like, if I was going to have had a talk with the other guy about strategy beforehand, because my thing is like, if I'm taking 3 months out of my life, I'm not spending 50 grand on anything. I'm going to be the cheapest person possible. There's no way that I'm going to give up 50 grand of it to like have access to better food or whatever. No, I'm here to suffer to make money.
Yeah, we had that talk. And then the first like 9 days, we were like, yeah, we're not spending $1. Day 9 comes around. Jimmy's coming on day 10. And we're like, I think we would spend a little bit because when you're in there, because my mentality going in was I'm not spending anything. I got to walk away. I told my parents if we have to pay for a visit, I'm not paying for it.
Yeah.
But when you're in there, everything changes, you know, like getting that rec yard. Imagine not us. I don't think Lenny or even me would have made it through without having outside time for 100 days. And you also don't know in the moment, all right, if we don't take this, will there be other opportunities? But then you make concessions like with the food. We both knew that food would be an option. We both agreed, don't take the food. Because we were fine with the 3 meals, you know, we were working out, the food was fine. We didn't need if anything, that would have been worse. We would sat there, got fat if we had access to the kitchen.
Because I was thinking like, pizzas. Damn, eating good is like one of the best things in life. And eating, a lot of times I'll watch some prison shit and just see them eating like the worst sandwich ever, like white bread with like peanut butter. And I'll be like, that right there is going to be the thing that if I had to go to prison that I would have such a hard time dealing with, because I just eat like really, really good food every day. Yeah. And it's just hard for me to imagine.
But it would have been fun to make food, like to make prison dishes, because that was the one thing the video didn't have prison style food. But then day 40 comes around with commissary, and by that point I was burnt out. I was like, I got to get the basketball hoop. I need stuff. And we were able to send letters, but not receive letters back in. So that was that aspect. And then The Rock gave us a challenge to make money. But like we didn't spend on the stupid things like the food or the TV was ridiculous. 30 grand for an hour a day.
Yeah.
They had the Titanic on the shelf and we're like, it would have taken us a week to watch the Titanic.
No, I was thinking that too. I'm like, you know, an hour a day, because they kept bringing stuff out, like even the library. And it's like, oh, I thought they were about to say you have access to it all the time.
That's what I thought.
And I'm like, oh, maybe I would pay for that. And then they're like an hour a day. I'm like, that. There's no
and they
way.
kept trying to pit us against each other. Like we agreed that, okay, we would pay for the library if they offered it. but then they didn't offer the money aspect, you know? They just have it so they get to know you. They're listening to everything. They're taking notes. Like they adapt. Like we talked about TV and movies the first week we were there, you know?
Yeah.
So we would throw out ideas. We said we would have paid money for like a gaming system. If we had like, imagine having like an Xbox or a PlayStation for an hour a day. Cause by day 60, you're fucking shot. Like it was tough.
I could play Tetris like 8 hours a day. I'm not proud of that, and my thumbs will probably start to bleed. But like, I actually, if there's a video game that I really like if you told like my game of choice is online poker, if you gave me a laptop with online poker available, then I don't even care. I'll do 90 days standing on my head. That's no big deal.
Yeah,
that's just like if it's the thing I really like, I don't care. My friends throughout my life have always made fun of me because they'll be like, you are the number one person that doesn't need anything besides like their phone or their laptop. Like I would get stuck in the airport in Spain on a layover and it would just be like, I don't care. I have my phone. So if I have Wi-Fi, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
But okay. So has it like opened doors for you or like how has it changed coming back to regular life now?
I mean, it helped a little bit with the downloads, like I was telling you about, like up 20%.
Right.
But I think overall it helps give you more credibility in the creator space. Like there's a lot of big streamers that have reached out that want to do stuff. And now the hook is like, oh, because everyone's making prison type stuff now. I saw one of the streamers, maybe FaZe Rug or something, is like 25 grand to go into a jail for 30 days.
Oh, shit,
I forgot.
really?
I saw something. I commented. I was like, that's too cheap. Like, because other people are paying more. But my point is bigger streamers have reached out to me and I can get them into jails that I speak in and stuff. Like maybe we could do something content wise, going on different podcasts, like the Iced Coffee our podcast coming here. It helps like getting just your foot in the door. But right now I'm pitching like my book, which is gonna to agents or to publishers. I have an agent now, so now it's going to publishers.
And it feels like this is actually going to happen now because of the legitimacy of the podcast and stuff.
I think that will one to push it, but the bigger thing is there's that ending to the story.
Oh, okay.
Look at all of these fraud cases like Billy McFarland's, all these people, right? That get the Netflix documentaries. It always stops at they got arrested and they're going to prison. There's no full arc to the story. It's not, all right, well, let's hear about their prison experience and what are they doing after. So at least now, like my restitution, I've paid over 200,000. We're down to, or almost 300,000. So there's 197,000 left. That'll be paid off in like the next year at the rate I'm going. So there's a happy ending to it. So I think that's the biggest thing that I needed. I'm so glad like I never got that deal before or I never self-published or anything like that.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Shout out to Everything 420. It's like the Amazon for everything that you need to get lifted. Whatever your vibe is, their app makes it super easy for you to shop for your next sesh. Shipping is fast, the packaging is super low key, and they're always running deals. Tap into the app and use code NOJUMPER to get a little something off. Shout out to Everything 420.